Friendster, the social media platform you may not have heard of, but you have definitely seen. I picked Friendster as my favorite social media platform because it's a very good example of how social media came to be how we know it today. Also, the way it came to be and how quickly it stopped being is kind of a rabbit hole I would love to really dig into, but for now I'll keep it short and sweet. What was Friendster? Originally created in 2002 by Jonathan Abrams to surf through his friends' address books for good-looking girls to hook up with, Friendster's purpose was changed to be an easier way to reconnect with old friends and to facilitate a way to make new ones. In the early 2000s, there really wasn't a dedicated place online to do that, so Friendster became popular very, very quickly. Think of the premise of every social media platform you use today. You join and set up a profile page by expressing who you were and what you liked. Then you joined groups of people who liked the same stuff you liked, and you talked with them and made new friends. This became the bare minimum of being social online because of Friendster. It created the blueprint of how we know social media to be today. What made Friendster so popular, however, was a major part of why it ended up failing as a social media platform. Why Friendster failed? The reason Friendster failed as a social media platform was because it was so popular. The sheer amount of users, along with unnecessary features and other bugs, added more and more stress to Friendster servers, which massively slowed down the whole site. And instead of fixing this relatively small issue, Friendster's board members were more focused on making the site the best and the coolest thing on the internet at the time, and fixing the issues it had was put on the back burner. Other websites like MySpace and Facebook were a bit smarter. MySpace and Facebook mimicked Friendster in all the right ways. It allowed people to create profiles or landing pages, to share information and photos, and connect with old friends while meeting new ones. MySpace and Facebook also changed the parts of Friendster that didn't work, which led to them being massive successes after Friendster died. To join Friendster, you had to be at least 18 years old. MySpace and Facebook, after it opened to the general public, allowed users as young as 13 years old to join. On Friendster, you had to use your real name. MySpace and Facebook had no problem allowing people to use fake names and photos. During an interview with the LA Times in 2009, Jonathan Abrams stated, MySpace wasn't even among the first 50 copycats of Friendster. If hundreds of people are copying you, competing with you, and your stuff isn't working, you're going to get in trouble. Future, or lack thereof, of the platform. In 2012, Friendster was rebranded and relaunched into a social gaming site where people could organize themselves into a community and play games together. Then, in 2015, it purged all of the old user data from Friendster's days as a social media platform, such as people's usernames and passwords in their accounts, and the website went into an indefinite hiatus from which it would not return, thus ending the reign of Friendster as more relevant social media platforms became more popular. Conclusion. So that is the short version of the history of Friendster and why I picked it to be my favorite social media platform. Thanks for listening. Bye.